asked the Chief of the General Staff to report on another event. It involves the testing of the Buildup cruise missile with unlimited range and a nuclear energy installation. We have confirmed the reliability of Russia's nuclear shield. Strategic forces are capable of ensuring the national security of the Russian Federation and the Union State in full. And we have already talked about this. This is a fact, which is well known to everyone, to all military specialists around the world. As they call it, the modernity of our armed forces. The nuclear deterrent forces are at the highest level possible, and probably, without any exaggeration, can be said to be at a higher level than any other nuclear state. Now regarding the exercise that was conducted. I asked the Chief of the General Staff to report on another event. I briefly mentioned it in my introductory remarks. It involves the testing of the Buildup cruise missile with unlimited range and a nuclear energy installation. I know that I have a report from the industry, generally unknown assessments of the Ministry of Defense. This is, after all, a unique piece of equipment that no one in the world has. Moreover, I remember well when we announced that we were developing such a weapon. Even specialists of a very high level and class told me that yes, it's a good and worthy goal, but in the foreseeable future historically, it will be unachievable. That was the opinion of specialists, I repeat, of high class. And now decisive tests are completed. There is still a lot of work ahead to put this weapon on combat duty. It's clear, all necessary regulations need to be followed in the implementation, but nevertheless, the key tasks are now achieved, as I understand, and I would like to hear the opinion of the Chief of the General Staff. Comrade, such a test was conducted on October 21st. Indeed, what makes it different from previous tests is that a multi-hour flight of the missile was conducted, during which it covered a distance of 14,000 kilometers. And this is not the limit. On a nuclear power installation. And the technical characteristics of the Burevestnik generally allow its application with guaranteed accuracy against highly protected objects at any distance. Moreover, during the flight of the missile, all assigned vertical and horizontal maneuvers were performed, thereby demonstrating high capabilities in bypassing anti-missile and air defense systems. How many thousand kilometers? And how long was it in the air? Well, about 15 hours. And that's not the limit. We will need to determine in the Lenin region to what class the new weapon system belongs. We need to determine possible applications and start preparing the infrastructure for deploying this weapon in our armed forces.
$25 करोड़ गरीब गरीबी को परास्त करके बाहर निकले।
For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again.
The fastest news breaks.
Requested PM saying that we will have to speak to Putin and to Zelensky.
The biggest news makers.
The relationship with India is probably the most important bilateral relationship the U.S. will have for the rest of this century.
The capital delivered quite an election result today.
Expert analysis.
The million-dollar question today is how to stop this dance of death.
Ground reports.
I'm standing at the crossroad of the Kumbh Mela. Behind me are more than 100 entry guards.
Long-form interviews.
Exclusionary politics is reflected in Manipur case as well. You don't bother because this is a small state.
Deep dive into burning issues.
It's often said DRC could be the richest country in the whole world. It's because of what sits underneath.
Why exactly did the US topple the Sheikh Hasina government?
HT videos. We don't just break news, we break it down.